later, just walking this wonderful path. What have I got to look forward to? Well, I don't know. All I know is tomorrow I'll be speaking at the River of Life Church in the morning. On Tuesday I leave the area totally and I get on a boat and I'm heading for Denmark and the Faroe Islands. Then up into Iceland. And when I come back, I'll be going back into Denmark, Sweden, Finland, up to the top in Lapland and beyond. I always say hello to Father Christmas as I pass him. And then I go down into Estonia and Latvia and Lithuania. Sounds a very expensive life, doesn't it? It's a life that costs thousands and thousands of pounds every year. And I don't have income. I just depend on people to help me. And how much did it cost to start this great life? All I had in my pocket when I started was a £1 coin. It's the famous pound. And it was enough to buy a cup of coffee on the train and 5p change. It's 16 years ago. And I'm still going.
I'll give you that pound as well.
Pardon?
I'll give you that pound.
I don't think so. I think I spent the one you gave me many times over.
It's still not a problem, brother.
But what are you going to do with your life? If I come back here, am I going to see you still sitting here, looking for a reason to give up what you're doing? Do you enjoy living day to day, looking for another fix?
No.
Well, do something about it. Because in the end, it's only you can do something about it. You can ask Jesus as much as you want. You can pray 24 hours a day, but if you carry on picking up that bottle, you carry on sniffing and injecting, it's not going to do any good. There's only one way to do it, and that's to say no, and show that you have the courage to face life. You can do it. I know you can do it because I did it. I got to the stage where some of you are and I was still digging the hole. I carried on till I had a hole bigger than the tube station in London. And I carried on digging. Well, the Lord has filled that hole in. And He's told me there's only going to be one more hole for me, and that's the hole for burial. And when they bury it, there'll be nobody in that box. There'll just be a body, because I'll have gone.
Amen.
Are you going to come with me?
Excuse me.
Bridget told you once.
Oh. Yes, my darling.
How long did it get you to reach the feeling the way you did?
How long did it take me to reach the feeling
You got mad.
The feeling came immediately, my darling.
But for all the years of addiction,
But to get over the addiction,
yeah.
it took months. I had to face each morning saying, how am I going to get through today? And you know, I set myself a goal. I set myself a goal that I would go a week. And then at the end of the week, I'll go another week. And I'll go another week. And I used to keep coins in my pocket. I used to have 7 coins in my pocket and I'd transfer it from one pocket to another each day. And by the time I got to the 4th, I knew I could make it through to the 7th. It was pride. Pride got me through in the end. I had to beat myself. Because there was only me that was stopping myself being a drunk. So, pride goes before a fall, yes. And I know that because I did a lot of falling. I look round and I see the scars when you've bounced off the pavement a time or two. Or you get the long red one where you scratched against a wall. I used to wake up in the morning black and blue and didn't know where it had come from. I used to blame other people. And they'd say, you look a mess, what happened? Oh, I got beat up. Yeah, I did, probably by a tree as I went past. And we've all done it. We've all been in that place. We're always looking for a reason why.
No.
But the worst thing I ever found about being a total alcoholic was nobody trusted me.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Nobody trusted me because I didn't know how to tell the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
You see, lies came so automatically to me, I couldn't tell the truth.
But it's okay for them
But
to
after
take
a
off
while-
of you, innit?
Pardon?
It's okay for them to take off of you, but you want off them.
Well, we don't go into that one. I'm not going into that. All I know is each one of you have your own decisions to make. Don't worry about what your friends say. Because I'll tell you, if you're not there with the bottle, they won't be coming round to see you. If you're not there with your gyro on a Thursday to go and buy a bottle for everybody, you won't see them. It happens all the time. I see so many addicts that marry each other. And I think they only marry because one gets a gyro on a Thursday and one gets one on a Friday. So they can get drunk twice a week. And the rest of the time they argue and fight.
That's good.
But also that if they both come together to Jesus, there's a way forward.
Amen.
There is always a way forward.
What do you say?
Come unto me, all ye that labour and are heavy laden. I want to be able to say next time I come here, and I want you to be able to say to me, I can look at the man in the mirror, and I can live with him, or her. Always look in the mirror and say, can I trust that person? And if you can't trust them, how can anybody else? Look at the man in the mirror. Put your 7 pennies in your pocket and move it from one pocket to the other daily. And you'll be surprised. You know, I wouldn't have come here and wasted my time tonight if I didn't think there was somebody here that couldn't do it. And I look around and I know that every one of you can do it. Because you've got it in your heart, you're here. You didn't come, okay, you came for a bit of food. But that's not why you came to hear. They always say, never trust a con man. And I was the greatest con man walking. I could show Lovejoy how to sell antiques. But now it's different. Now I know that people can trust me and I can trust them. What are you going to do with the rest of your life? What are you going to do? There's only one thing you really can do. Hand it over. Hand it over. And then when you wake up in the morning, say, Jesus, I need your help today. Every minute of the day. And just keep on going. Will you be able to join me as I sing, I have decided to follow Jesus? Because you know it's the only way forward.
It's what I wanted to say when I put my hand up. I want to go forward.
Only you can do it.
Thank you.
Only you can do it, lad.
But can I follow Jesus and still have a drink?
Pardon?
Can I follow Jesus and still have a drink?
Can't get drunk.
Not if it's
No, we're not going
affecting
into
your
this
whole
argument. The lady said, can I still follow Jesus and have a drink?
I don't
I'll tell you, as an
know.
alcoholic, I am not against alcohol. I am against the abuse of alcohol. And if you have a drink problem, alcoholic or not, you abuse. In other words, you cannot. Because, no.
You have to abstain.
That's like sugar.
If it's taken over your life, the answer is no. I can never ever drink another drink. I don't even take communion wine. Because I do not want to let my Jesus down.
That's fair enough.
Who will you let down if you have another?
Yourself.
So many people say I can have another one in 5 years. One doesn't do us any harm, it's only a shandy. I've done it. One didn't do me any harm and it took me another 10 years to stop. The answer's no. Don't trust yourself with this addiction problem. Because you can't.
So
But all I can, I'm not going into an argument now. This is not question